It's the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Wednesday, March 9th. I'm James Spann. The weather stays very mild for a while. Active weather west of the state. Some decent chance of rain before the week is over, but also some model inconsistencies. So a lot of things to talk about. So here we go. As advertised, an anomalous deep trough digging down into Old Mexico. It's an interesting look, and to start the day, you can see some huge rains, big storms west of the state. Northeast Texas, parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, even over into the Mississippi Delta, where we have major flooding concerns there. But things are quiet here. Starting off the day in the 50s and low 60s, we'll expect a high well up in the 70s today. Around the nation, mild air spreading up into the Great Lakes in the Northeast, some cold air coming in behind the system, but not excessively cold for early March in the western states. And look at all those flash flood watches. Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, parts of Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois. But again, no problems here today. A risk of severe storms west of the state, parts of Southeast Texas, much of Louisiana. Tomorrow, just a marginal risk over parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and on day 3, which is Friday, there is no risk of severe weather identified as the trough begins to fill as it lifts out and weakens. But boy, rain is the concern. This is the big story. It's going to be flooding. Additional rain, this is in addition to the rain they've already had, could be in the 10-inch range around the Arklatex. The biggest numbers over Louisiana and Arkansas, and a very tight gradient for Alabama. Near the Georgia border, maybe a half inch or less. You go down to Mobile, and they might wind up getting over 3 or 4 inches there. So let's take a look at the dailies. Here we go, the GFS, the 06Z run today at noon. Ridging over the east, deep upper trough over Mexico. The big rains stay west. Arkansas, Louisiana, major flooding concerns there. This is the HUR at 6 o'clock this evening, and this is suggesting there could be a little rain near the Mississippi border. And we'll reflect that in the forecast, but most of the state will be dry today with a mix of sun and clouds and a high in the mid to upper 70s. Tomorrow, really not a lot of change. The big rains holding to the west with a surface low down around Corpus Christi. Huge rains over Louisiana and Arkansas. And this is the high-resolution NAM, and really this is suggesting the better chance of showers tomorrow could be on the western side of the state. A good chance of rain from the Shoals down to Mobile. East Alabama dry. We'll mention a chance of showers statewide, but just keep in mind if you're in East Alabama tomorrow, you might get away with a decent part of the day being dry. And this is the inconsistency I'm talking about. All of a sudden, the GFS is really kind of backing off on the chance of rain on Friday. It's still got the axis of heavy rain over Louisiana and Mississippi with not that much. Now, we don't flip-flop on one run. We're still going to mention a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday. But if by chance this is right, the day might not be that wet. And really the same thing on Saturday. Now, this is the first time we've seen this. Most all the other runs, the European, it's been pretty consistent in a fairly wet day on Saturday. And again, we'll mention a good chance of showers and storms. But if you've got to get in something outdoors, that gives you some hope that just maybe it won't be that wet. We stay mild, highs in the 70s. And then Sunday, we've had a number of runs that have dry slotted us. Well, now, instead of being in a dry slot, we're still moist with a chance of showers. So you can see that the forecast confidence is not especially high through Sunday. But again, for now, we're not going to make any major adjustments in the forecast. And we'll go to Monday. Still, we've got a moist air mass, and this is suggesting maybe a few widely scattered showers. And then Tuesday, we get into a drier air mass, and very mild. We'll be well up in the 70s. A week from today, troughing in the west, ridging up in the northeast. And again, same thing, rain mainly west of the state. No severe weather look. And this is the end of the forecast period. Friday the 18th, the end of next week. Troughing, rotating through. We've got a drier air mass, a little cooler, but nothing excessively cold. And the good news on the last several runs, we've seen no evidence of any severe weather through 10 days. And we stay mild, no evidence of the late season cold snap a lot of us are expecting. Above average for the east, below average in the west. This is March 16th through the 22nd. Highs well up in the 70s, backing off a little bit later this month, but not really by too much. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.